start, and the first two dogs coming out here. On the north side of the arena, we've got Helen Bray with Levi. Cheer for her. On the south side, we've got Alison Gayton with Harry. And they're under starters orders, so get ready to start cheering. So the Poodle is the north side. The Bichon Frise Cross is on the south side, and off they go. Difficult to tell who's in the lead here. They've both got things here that come up that take a little bit of time to compete. And we've got the crossbreed. He's having a little bit of trouble finding the tunnel entrance. Oh, and the Poodle's missed a jump out there. Come on, we need to hear some more cheering to keep these dogs going on the way. Oh, it's neck and neck now. We've got the crossbreed coming into the weeds, and the Poodle's gone through the tunnel over the jump. Oh, two more jumps to go, and they finished. Well done to the Poodle. Just wait to see, make sure they didn't have any faults. Wait for their judge to tell us which one won. And it was the Poodle, Helen Bray and the Poodle. Winners of the first round. Second round we've got coming up now. On the north side of the arena, Diane Raper with Flight, the Cocker Spaniel. On the south side of the arena, Linda Stangle with Alex, a Papillon, 10-and-a-half-year-old dog, and they're under starters orders. So whenever you're ready, come on, get cheering, guys. You know they go faster, the louder you cheer. So off we go. It's neck and neck at the moment. They're both at the same jump. Now we come to the tricky bits where it gets difficult. That Papillon's going very, very quickly over on the far side. Oh, having a little bit of resistance to going into the tunnel. Our Cocker Spaniel might just have got a little bit of a lead there. But it's a job to tell. It's onto the A-frame. It's got to go round through the tunnel. Meanwhile, Papillon's very fast through the weave. Oh no, he's missed a pole out, so he's had to go back to the start of the weaves again. So our Cocker Spaniel's coming around here. And finished the course. We just need to check to make sure he didn't get any faults on the way round. And the winner is Diane Raper with Flight, the Cocker Spaniel. Okay, and next pair, we've got Martine Waits with Jimmy, the Jack Russell Cross, or question mark against that, on the north side of the arena. On the south side, we've got Liz Munnings with Cassie, a Swedish Valhund. And they're under starters orders. Okay, and they're off. Come on, let's hear some more cheering. I can hear a bit of cheering from the north side. I can't hear much from the south side. That's a bit more like it. So we've got the Jack Russell Cross. He's going well. He's through the weaves. Oh, I don't know where the other one's been. The Valhund has been all over the place. I think it's going to get caught up in a minute. Oh, and the Jack Russell's going to be coming over the A-frame as the Valhund's going through the tunnel. Oh, this is very exciting. Oh, they've still got a little bit more to do. Oh, it's disappearing off out the arena. He's got a little bit to into the weaves now. And oh dear. He caught up quite a bit at the end, little Valhund did, but yes, the winner of that round was Martine Waits with Jimmy, the Jack Russell. And next two competitors, we've got on the north side of the arena, Catherine Harvey with Barney, a Shetland sheepdog, 10-year-old dog. And on the south side of the arena, we've got Elizabeth Saggers with Florence, a miniature poodle. So it's Poodle against Sheltie here. And they're under starters orders, just waiting for the whistle. And they're off. Get cheering, folks. So who's going to be? Is it going to be the Sheltie or the Poodle? It's neck and neck at the moment. Poodle's onto the A-frame. Sheltie's going through the weaves. That's pretty much the same. Takes a little bit longer to do the weaves than the A-frame. Oh dear, a little bit of resistance to going into the tunnel there. They're catching up. Oh, the Poodle's flying now, and he's going to catch up with the Sheltie at this rate. Need a little bit more support for the Sheltie. Yeah, come on the north side of the arena. Oh, and the Poodle's flying around there. And the Sheltie says, well, that tunnel looks a nice little place to hide and get away from this noise that you're all making. That's all my fault. Okay, and the winner was the Poodle. So that's Elizabeth Saggers with Florence. And next two dogs, we've got Odette Foster with Minor, Jack Russell Terrier, 8-and-a-half-year-old dog. And on the far side, we've got Jill Olcorn with Cody, another Jack Russell, 5.5. How on earth are we going to tell these apart? They even look very similar, so you have to try and remember which one started where. They're under starters orders, and they're off. I can't even say they're different colours. They're both exactly the same colour. I'm sure they're twins. And we've got this one who's got it. Oh, gates there, so anything could happen. And, oh dear, Miner's in a little trouble with. Oh, he's taking the wrong jump there. Oh, he's going to catch up with the other one in the weeds. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Oh, he's been disciplined now. He's going to try and get him back under control. And let's have another go at those weeds. Okay. So that's a Declan. Miner has finished the course. And Cody's carrying on. Might as well. Make the most of your time here. You don't get to come here every day. So come on, keep cheering Cody on. He thinks you've all neglected him. You've all forgotten to cheer. There we go. Okay, and the winner was actually Cody. So it was worth the cheering because the other dog was eliminated earlier on in the course. Okay, now we've got Tracy Bennett with Buffy, a Border Terrier on the north side of the arena. And Cliff Trueluck with Swede, a Lurcher, on the south side of the arena. So they're under starters' orders, just going to wait for the whistle. Apparently the Border Terriers are typically noisy Border Terrier, so you'll have to cheer even louder to cheer above the noise this dog's going to make. And there he goes, listen to him go. And it's neck and neck at the moment. Oh dear, came out of the weeds a little bit earlier, and I think he's got eliminated for that, because I think he put his nose in the tunnel there. So all that the Lurcher's got to do is keep going around clear. So cheering for the, where's the cheering for the Swede, the Lurcher on the south side of the arena. He's coming around there. Now Border Terrier's just coming up to the last couple of jumps. And the winner is... Yes, the winner is Cliff Trueluck with Swede, the Lurcher. Okay. This is fast and furious, isn't it? Christine Stratford with Popette coming in now. That's the Terrier Cross, the little black, mostly black dog. And on the far side, on the south side, is Dawn Weaver with Puzzle, a little Papillon. 2-year-old dog. And they're under starters' orders, just waiting for the whistle. So you'll wait to see the handlers put their arm out to show that they're ready to start. And then we'll have a whistle. Come on then, let's hear the cheering. Neck and neck in the first few jumps. And we've got Puzzles coming into... Puzzles over the A-frame, he's going through the weaves, and we've got Popette, who's out of the tunnel. Oh, this is very close. They're absolutely level at this stage of the competition. It's all going to be down to how quickly this Papillon can get through the weeds. Oh, yeah, that wasted a fraction of a second there. That could be costly. And that little Papillon, tiny little dog, smallest dog in the competition, and he's just got there. And the winner is Dawn Weaver with Puzzle the Papillon. And next two dogs, Jeanette Tandy with Buddy, another Border Terrier, so this one's going to be noisy, and Barbara Edlin on the south side with Tally, the Sheltie. So make up your mind, you're going to vote for Tally or Buddy, and they're under starters' orders. So Buddy the Terrier, Tally the Sheltie, and we're off. Come on, let's hear this cheering now. So Buddy's neck and neck again, coming into the weeds. So how quickly can Buddy get through the weeds? Oh, look at that little Sheltie fly. Tally's off the A-frame through the tunnel. It's neck and neck again. Absolutely level, nothing in it here. Oh, wasted a second with that Sheltie. And Tally's going to have to go quickly through the weeds to keep ahead of Buddy here. Buddy's coming round to the end. And Buddy's over the last jump. Just need to make sure that it was a clear round. And the winner is Buddy the Border Terrier with Jeanette Tandy. And next two in the first round, Nicola Rowe with Glenn, a working Cocker Spaniel on the north side, and Chris Mann with Shadow the Sheltie on the south side of the arena. So another Sheltie against the Cocker Spaniel. They're under starters' orders. Just wait for the whistle. And there it goes. It's going to be difficult to tell which... Oh, we've got a pole down. Can't hear very much cheering going on. The dogs are all going wrong because you're not cheering loud enough. So the Cocker Spaniel, Glenn, is through the weeds now. Oh, he's going to get caught up. So Shadow's literally being a shadow and shadowing Glenn here and catching up with him as he goes around there. So Glenn's over the A-frame. Oh, nearly forgot to do the tunnel. It's not over yet. We don't know whether they're both clear or not, so we'll have to wait until the judge tells us at the end of the competition. Yes, and the winner was the Shelties. That's Chris Manman's Shadow. And next two competitors, Hilary Bowden with Buzz the Jack Russell. We've seen her before here today. And Lorraine Drew on the south side with Trio, a crossbreed. So, we're just under starters orders now, just waiting for the whistle. Trio, the crossbreed, apparently is fed on Eukanuba, so he should go fast around the pink jumps. So here we go, let's have some cheering. So Trio's the one on the south side of the arena, and Buzz is on the north side. Buzz is going very fast through the weaves there from Buzz, so that's going to put him in a good position. And he's ahead at the moment, coming up to the A-frame. And Trio's just coming up into the weaves now. Oh, difficult to tell who's in the lead here, because Trio's very fast through the weaves. They're very close here. It's just down to the last couple of jumps. And I'm not quite sure which one got it. And the winner was Hilary Bowden with Buzz the Jack Russell. And next two dogs, Lisa Bailey with Quiz, another Sheltie, Shetland Sheepdog. And Lisa Lambert on the south side with Tia, the Parson Russell Terrier. So it's Sheltie against Terrier. So Sheltie on the north side, Terrier on the south side. They're under starters orders. Just wait for the whistle. And they're off. Come on then, big cheer. And it's neck and neck at the moment. We've come up to the fourth obstacle. And this is the bit that sorts them out. Need to get through those weaves quickly. And, oh dear, that tiny little terrier, I think he preferred the tunnel to the A-frame. He's been caught up now by the Sheltie. So, need some more cheering for the Sheltie. He's got a catch. And a bit more for Tia, the terrier, is going through the weaves now. Good move. Oh! Where did that come from? Sheltie flew ahead there as Tia got stuck in the weaves, and the winner is... Yes, and the winner is Lisa Bailey with Quiz, the Sheltie. And next two dogs, we've got Chris Baldwin with Bear. That's a crossbreed on the north side of the arena, only a 2.5-year-old dog. And on the far side, Vanessa Layton with Archie, the miniature poodle. So south side, you're voting for the poodle. And they're under starters orders, just going to wait for the whistle. Who's it going to be, poodle or crossbreed? There goes the whistle, and they're off. Here's our little crossbreed there. Difficult to tell who's in the lead at the moment. That poodle's flying over the A-frame. Oh dear, it took an extra jump. It went over the long jump as well. So our little crossbreed's flying around here. He's going to catch up with the poodle in a minute. Look at that little crossbreed go over the tail. So that's little Bear flying away into the distance there. And meanwhile Archie's in the weeds. Look at that Bear go. And here comes the poodle coming up to the finish. As I say, we just did so. Yes, and the winner is Bear with Chris Baldwin. And next two dogs, Sally Metcalf with Millie, which is a Cairn Cross soft-coated Wheaton Terrier. And on the south side, Rosie Cavill with Spice, a working Cocker Spaniel. 2-year-old dog against an 8-year-old dog. So they're under starters orders, just going to wait for the handlers to be ready. And then the judge will blow the whistle. So, is it going to be Millie, the crossbreed, or is it going to be Spice, the Spaniel? And they're off. Okay, let's do some cheering. Oh dear, had a bit of a loss in direction from the crossbreed, and that's enabled Spice to get a little bit ahead there. So, oh dear, Spice has missed out the A-frame. So, and we've got a problem with the weaves as well, so it's neck and neck at the moment. Very difficult to say which one's in the lead here. So, look at, and then neck and neck on that jump there. So, oh, anything can happen. Come on, we need lots of cheering here. Our little spaniel needs a bit of support through the weaves here. It needs to fly through those weaves. Come on, Spice. Come on, Millie. And we just need to make sure that if there are any faults. And just waiting for the judge to decide. And the winner is the crossbreed. So that's Millie with Sally Metcalf. Next we have Sharon Brewster on the north side of the arena with Ruby, a miniature poodle. And that's going to be racing against Carl Millard's Taz, the little Yorkie Terrier on the south side of the arena. So it's Yorkie versus Poodle. And they're under starters' orders. Just got to wait for the handlers to give the signal. And there goes the whistle. So the Yorkie's one of the smaller dogs in the competition, but can he be the fastest? Oh dear, he's just clipped a pole. It's a big way up for him to get over those poles for a little dog like that. Look at those weaves from that Poodle. Flying through the weaves there. And now Yorkie doesn't want to go into the tunnel. So Ruby's catching up fast here. Look at Ruby go over the A-frame there. Taz is coming into the weaves now. There's not a lot in it. Taz is weaving very fast. And we just need to see. They weren't both Chris. We just need to see which one was the winner. And it was the Poodles. So that's Ruby with Sharon Brewster winning that heat. Next we have Angela Godin with Tia, another miniature poodle on the north side of the arena, 7-year-old dog, and against Jackie Hilston's Lucy, which is a Tibetan Terrier cross. And they're under starters' orders. So we've got Lucy against Tia the poodle. So who's it going to be in this one? Just waiting for the whistle, and there goes the whistle. And off we go. So Tia is coming around this side here now, the little poodle, and it's against Lucy. It's neck and neck. Oh dear! And Lucy seems to have missed out the A-frame completely. She said, that's a long way up for me. I'm only a little dog. And so Tia's coming round. He's going to catch up with the poodle now. So here we go. Tia's coming over the A-frame now. Got to go through that tunnel. It's not over yet. Lucy's still going through the weaves now. You've got to speed up through. Lucy through the weaves. Need a bit more cheering. Oh, that's a shame. Came out of the weaves a little bit too early. You weren't cheering loud enough, and so she thought she'd just better get to the end quickly. And we just need to check to see if there are any faults. Yay, well done. And the winner was Angela Godin with Tia. And the last two dogs in the first round of the competition, it is a knockout. We've got on this side, on the north side, Miranda Frankham with Dodger the Sheltie against Jill Zakotsuga. I think I said that right. Maggot with the Jack Russell on the far side. They're under starters' orders, just waiting for the whistle. And so it's Maggot the Jack Russell against Dodger the Sheltie. Dodger's a bit keen to get going, I think. Says, I need to get a bit of a head start to beat that little Russell. Okay, and they're off. So, neck and neck at the moment up to the fourth jump. And onto the A-frame. Nothing in it. Look at that little Sheltie go through the weaves there. What a fantastic little dog. That's little Dodger's. Nothing in it at the moment between Dodger and Maggot. And Maggot's coming round now towards the weaves. Difficult to say if it goes through the weaves cleanly and fast. There's not going to be anything in it. It's neck and neck. We need lots of cheering in. They're going to be crossing the line together. Oh, and how about that? That's the closest heat we've had so far. And the winner was Miranda Frankham with Dodger the Sheltie. Okay, we now go into the second round. So these are the winners from the first round competing against each other. And this is where somebody's likely to be now following a different set of numbers to the first time around. We've got on this side of the arena Hayley Bray again with Levi, the mini poodle. And on the far side, Diane Raper with Flight, the Cocker Spaniel. So, it's Levi on the north side. They're under starters' orders. And there goes the whistle. So, come on, Levi the poodle against Flight the Spaniel. We need lots of cheering here. Remember, these two won their first round, so they've already proved they can do the course quicker than another dog. So, come on, lots of cheering now, and we've got a little bit slow in the tunnel with Flight there. But Levi's coming up to the A-frame. It's all down to how quickly Flight can get through the weaves. Needs lots of cheering to help Flight get through the weaves. Come on then, cheering up. Oh, and the Poodles finished the course, but it may have got some faults on the way round, so it's not all over yet. But the winner is the Poodles. That's Helen Bray with Levi. And next two dogs, we've got Martine Waits with Jimmy, the Jack Russell, on the north side of the arena. And Elizabeth Saggers on the south side of the arena with Florence, the miniature poodle. So it's another poodle versus Jack Russell competition. Hope you're all still in good voice and got plenty of water. And they're under starters' orders, just got to wait for the handlers to be ready and blow the whistle. And we're off. Okay, so is it Jimmy the Jack Russell or Florence the Poodle? Neck and neck at the moment. The A-frame and the weaves take roughly the same amount of time to compete, so it's quite a good... And they're neck and neck, it looks, at the moment. So they're jumping over that. I think possibly the Poodle's just a fraction ahead, but the weaves are a little bit slower maybe than the A-frame and the tunnel. And there's not a lot in it now. The Poodle's coming over. They put on a bit of a spurt at the end there. So Florence got ahead there. And yes, the winner was Martine, it was Elizabeth Saggers with Florence, the miniature poodle.
Thank you.
And next lot, Odette Foster with Minor, another Jack Russell Terrier. And she'll be competing against Cliff Trueluck with Swede the Lurcher. Sweep! Oh, Karen, Sweep. I can't help it if his writing's not very good, can I? Okay, so Sweep the Lurcher, they're on the starters orders and they're off. So, off we go. Neck and neck at the moment. Sweep's just coming up onto the A-frame as Minor gets into the weaves. And Sweep, oh dear! Minor came out of the weaves a little bit early there. So they're being caught up by Sweep now. But Sweep's got to do the weaves, which takes a little bit longer. Come on, we need a bit more cheering for Minor. Minor's getting a little bit behind there. Oh, got to go back through the tunnel. And it looks like Sweep got ahead there, but we just need to wait and see whether there are any faults in there. No, the winner was Cliff Trueluck with Sweep the Lurcher. Okay, our next pairing, Dawn Weaver with Puzzle the Papillon, and she has got to run on a different side this side, so she's on the north side, and Jeanette Tanley, Buddy the Border Terrier, on the south side of the arena. So is it going to be Buddy or Puzzle? And under starters orders. Just got to wait for their handlers to indicate that they're ready and judge to blow the whistle. And the Papillon's putting up a bit of a fight here. Says, I want to run around the other numbers like I did last time. Okay, and they're off. So, the little Papillon has to be the smallest dog in the competition. Can it be the fastest? And it's, look at it, fly through those weaves there. And, oh, it's neck and neck at the moment. There's absolutely nothing in it here. So, Buddy the Border Terrier's coming up to the weaves now. Oh, lots of cheering we need here. This is neck and neck. There's nothing in it here. Just 2 more jumps to go. And it looks like the little Papillon got a bit ahead there. And the winner was Puzzle, the little Papillon, the smallest dog, with Dawn Weaver. Okay, our next two, we've got Chris Mann on the north side of the arena with Shadow the Sheltie. And on the south side, we've got Hilary Bowden with Buzz the Jack Russell. So is it Buzz or Shadow? They're under starters orders. Judges just waiting for the handlers to indicate that they're ready. Oh, a little bit of a false start there. Couldn't wait to get started there from this little Sheltie. Okay. And they're off. Very patiently waiting for the whistle the second time around. And, oh, what's happening? Buzz is all over the place up in that top corner.
Wait, come!
And here comes Shadow. Shadow is literally going to be Buzz's shadow in a moment. He's catching up. So here comes Buzz coming round towards the weaves. Actually, he's caught up. So Buzz has really caught up there. There's not a lot in it. Don't we need lots of cheering here for Buzz? Shadow's gone over the last jump there. We need to see if there are any faults or not. And the winner of that heat was Chris Mann with Shadow the Sheltie. Next we have Lisa Bailey again with Quiz, another Sheltie, Shetland Sheepdog, on the north side of the arena, and Chris Baldwin with Bear again on the south side of the arena. So clear your throats, get ready to cheer. They're under starters orders, just got to wait for the whistle. And all very brave handlers here, getting well ahead of the dogs and call them over, try and speed them up right from the start. Nothing in it when we come up to the fourth jump. So into the weeds and onto the A-frame, almost together. Sheltie's possibly a little bit behind, so Chris needs a little bit more support, the little Sheltie. Oh, it's neck and neck now though. Oh, we've wasted a second or two in here. Now, how quickly can Bear get through the weave poles here? Oh, dear. Quiz has decided I'm not doing that tunnel. It's all horrible and dark in there. Oh, but having said that, Bear, I think, has gone over the wrong jump. So, anything can happen here. I don't know what the result of this one's going to be. Impossible to say. I think both went wrong at some point during the course. And we need the judges to decide which one actually won. But what happens if they both go wrong? Ah, there we go, and the winner was Quiz with Lisa Bailey. If they both go wrong, it's the first one to go wrong that loses, I'm afraid. What we've got now is Sally Metcalf with Millie. This is the Cairn Cross soft-coated Wheaton Terrier on the north side of the arena. Sharon Brewster with Ruby, the miniature poodle, is on the south side. And in the direction she was walking, I guess she's running an opposite way round to how she was in the first heat. So that could be very, very confusing. They're under starters' orders. The judge will just wait for the handlers to indicate that they're ready to start. And they're off. Okay, so we've got Millie, the crossbreed, coming round towards the weaves now. And we've got Ruby, the poodle, over the A-frame. And Ruby's shot ahead there over the A-frame. Look at the speed of that little poodle. And it's flying around there. It's neck and neck. It's exactly together over that jump there, coming round. And the poodles, Millie is over the A-frame as Ruby goes through the weaves. It's absolute. Oh, it's neck and neck. I think Ruby's just got a little bit ahead there. Just wait for the judge. Yes, and the winner of that round was Ruby, the miniature poodle. And this is the last pair in this round. A couple more rounds to go. And on the north side, we've got Angela Gadeen with Tia, the little black poodle, and Miranda Franken with Dodger the Sheltie on the far side. So is it going to be Tia or is it going to be Dodger? They're under starters' orders, just going to wait for them to indicate that they're ready. And it looks like Tia's literally going to have a flying start here. Oh, my goodness me. Did it jump the jump before the whistle went or not? We shall see. And, oh, it's neck and neck. Listen to that Sheltie. It's having a real squeak as it goes round. They get very, very excited in this competition, especially if you cheer loudly. They get even more excited then. So that's it. So Tia's coming up to the A-frame. Dodgers through the weaves, through the tunnel, coming up to the last two jumps. That little Sheltie's flying round there. Incredible speed. And just got to wait for Tia to finish. Two judges, and the winner was Miranda Franken with Dodger. Okay, we're now on to the semi-finals, quarter-finals. Quarter-finals, this one is. And on the north side, we've got Hayley Bray again with Levi, another poodle. And on the south side, Elizabeth Saggers with Florence. So this is the semi-final, so we've got poodle against poodle here. How on earth are we going to tell them apart? And they're off. So there goes the whistle. I have no idea which dog's which. Levi is coming up towards the weave. Florence is going over the A-frame. We're going to need lots of cheering here because these are neck and neck. These two little poodles. I think possibly Levi's just a fraction ahead as Florence goes into the weave. Depends how quickly Florence does the weave. This is very close. It's very close. Come on, Florence. Last couple of jumps there. But the winner was Hayley Bray with Levi. Okay, next we have Cliff Trueluck with Sweep, the Lurcher. This time he's going to be on the north side of the arena. And Dawn Weaver on the south side with Puzzle the Papillon. Tiny little dog. That Papillon's only 2 years old, by the way. Only just turned 2 years old. And a complete nutter, she says. Yeah. It looks it, doesn't it? Okay, and they're off. So we've got one of the bigger dogs in the competition against the smallest. So nothing in it at this moment. Sweep against Puzzle. Puzzle's going into the tunnel. Sweep's just been through. I reckon this is neck and neck at the moment. So we need lots more cheering. Oh dear! Puzzle just went past that jump there, so that's cost him a little bit of time. And but Sweep's through. Puzzle's caught up. Puzzle's going to get to the end first, but was it clear? We need to see which one was a clear round. And the winner's Cliff Trueluck with Sweep. Unfortunately, Puzzle got a refusal there, so even though you finished first, you still have to be clear. Next we have Chris Mann on the north side of the arena with a Sheltie Shadow. Oh, and we've got a Sheltie on the other side of the arena as well. So Lisa Bailey with Quiz is on the south side of the arena. And we're just going to wait for the handlers to indicate that they're ready. So this is whichever one happens in this particular round. We know a Sheltie's going to win, that's for sure. And they're off they go. So we're going to need lots of cheering here. We've got Shadow just coming up to the weaves, and it's Quiz going over the A-frame. And it's neck and neck at the moment. Well, Shadow seems to be very, very quick through the weaves there, so that may have put him in a good... I think Shadow's slightly ahead. Oh, goodness, where are we going here? So Quiz is coming round into the weaves now. Oh, that's a shame. The Quiz came out of the weaves there, and Shadow's finished, of course. I don't know, you lot are so fickle. You were cheering for Shadow on that side earlier on. And the winner was Shadow with Chris Mann. Next we have Sharon Brewster with Ruby, the miniature poodle, on the north side, and Miranda Franken with Dodger on the south side of the arena. So Sheltie against Poodle again here. And just waiting for the handlers to indicate that they're ready. And wait for it. Okay, and they're off. So Ruby the Poodle against Dodger the Sheltie. Oh, we've got a false start. Oh my goodness me. Did they have another false start now in this competition? I don't think so. Anyway, we're ready again. And off they go. So there goes the whistle of this one. And look at that little Sheltie fly. So that's little Dodger who's over the A-frame and through the tunnel already. Mind you, Ruby's caught up in the weaves. So there's not a lot in it at the moment. I think it's one jump ahead. All depends on how quickly Dodger can get through the weaves. And there's nothing in it here. Ruby is very, very close. Come on, Ruby. Catch up. One jump. And it looked like Dodger got there first, but was it clear? And... the winner was Ruby, the miniature poodle. So obviously... And now it's getting really exciting. Now we're down to the semi-final now. So the last 4 pairs in it. So here we go. The first one is Hayley Bray with Levi, the mini poodle, against Cliff Trueluck again with Sweep the Lurcher. And they're off. Come on then. Is it going to be Levi or Sweep? Here comes Levi coming around into the weave. Sweep's just going over the A-frame. These are both really fast little dogs. They've beaten a couple of dogs already, don't forget, so they're going to be very, very fast. I think Sweep is just a little bit behind Levi at the moment, but he's a fast weaving dog, so it's all going to be down to how quickly he can get through the weave. Come on, Sweep. There's not a lot in it. I think Levi was finished first, but let's just make sure. We need to wait and see which one. Whether they were both clear rounds. And the judge has said it's Hayley Bray with Levi the Poodle. This is exciting. Only a couple more rounds to go now. We've got coming in now, we've got Chris Mann with Shadow the Sheltie on the north side of the arena. And it's going to be Sharon Brewster with Ruby, the miniature poodle, on the south side. So here we go. Little practice while we're waiting. North side, Shadow. Pathetic. Ruby. Yeah, okay. There goes the whistle. Come on then. So Shadow against Ruby. Oh, I think Shadow missed the jump out there. And here he comes. There, he's coming up to the weave. So Ruby's in the lead at the moment. But we've got the weaves. Oh dear, that was close as well. It all gets very exciting and a bit tense at this time. So, who's in the lead? Ruby's going through the weaves now. Needs to stay clear. And Shadow's got a little bit behind there. We're still not, it may not be over yet. We need to make sure both dogs are clear. And the winner was the Poodles. That's Sharon Brewster with Ruby, the miniature poodle. The good news for them is it means that they've won that heat. The bad news is they've got to run again straight away. So this is the final. So just a little practice at cheering for the final. So the people on the north side, you're going to be cheering for the poodle, Levi. So have a practice. 1, 2, 3, cheer! south side, it's another miniature poodle. It's going to be Ruby with Sharon Brewster. 1, 2, 3. Cheers! So, at least they're different colours. At least they're different colours. So, come on, Hayley Bray, Levi on this side of the arena. Sharon with Ruby is the pale coloured poodle. Okay, and they're under starter's orders. Just got to wait for the handlers to indicate they're ready. Poor old Sharon has just had one run. He's got to go straight off again. And they're off. And here we go. Come on, we need lots of cheering. This is the final. The winner of this one is going to win the trophies. And it's neck and neck at the moment. Oh, I can't tell which one's ahead here. So it's neck and neck down here. So Ruby coming into the weeds. Levi just going over the A-frame. Got to go into the tunnel. There's nothing in it. Come on, run! Run! Oh, who's going to do that? Well, what a fantastic final. How on earth do you tell which one won there? And we're going to have to wait for the judges' conference. And the winner was Sharon Brewster with Ruby. Up and over, limited edition. What a fantastic competition that was. And the winner of the final, we all know who that was, and that was Sharon Brewster with Ruby. And in second place was Hayley Bray with Levi, another poodle. So the poodles took first and second place here. And in joint third place, we have Cliff Trueluck and Chris Mann with a Lurcher and a Sheltie between them. So, big round of applause for all our prizes. And once again, a big round of applause for Uber for supporting this competition and supporting small dog agility all through the year. It's very kind of them to do that. And this competition wouldn't be what it is without them.